Welcome, everyone, to Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. As we'll see, the Judicials taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Pitt lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Judicials offense will have the first crack at it in this one. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We just need to see what they do today.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking for a crease, it's O'Neal. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Calls his own number. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Slips through the line. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. So Pittsburgh's offense will go to work for the first time. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy. He's not the most talented quarterback in the country. But when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going. So it's got to be a team effort because then he can...
There he goes. He has the first and still on his feet. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Panthers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Panthers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Now they'll run it to the right here. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Line is set on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. He's going to lose a yard on that one. I know their whole deal is being aggressive, but I'm not sure this is the right time for that.
Man, I'm staying aggressive. I believe in my offense. I know I need points. Field goals, it's not going to be good enough. Go for it.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
On the option. Now the toss. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Punt is in the air. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And I kind of downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to...
Gonna let it fly. Intercepted deep in his own end. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Give to the back. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Nice job to keep it himself, find the 1st down marker, and move the change for this offense. Now on 1st down from the 43. Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that ball out.
On the run, it's O'Neal. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that 1st down marker. It'll be 4th down. The Judicials will bring the punt team onto the field. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Looking for a crease to the left. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's Gibbs. Unloads to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pulls it in. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a 1st down.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offense a success on third down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield. If he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
That's the end of the period, and Pittsburgh has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Here we go. He'll try the left side. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to...
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Gets the back moving. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Positive plays, that's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
And the Judicials come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. He'll keep it himself. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's fourth and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
After run, now throw. Got him downfield. Breaks into the open. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Judicials are marching down the field. On the option. Now the pitch. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this. in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away, nowhere to...
And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the judicials will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20.
Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Pitt. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And now this offense will take the field again. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Spaces. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Listen, the big hog mollies up front, the big offensive line paved the way for a big first down.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looks as if he's going to run it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The judicials now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll run the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen.
Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Judicials.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They go to the ground. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. Turning it on. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking for a man, it's Gibbs. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And here comes the offense on 2nd down.
Let's go.
Looking to fire. Trying to set up the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Motion from the wideout.
Hey, Flynn.
He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Pitt will have to boot this one away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll field the punt and look for room. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. From the gun, the ground game. They bring him down at the 44-yard line. It'll be 4th down, but this might be prime go-for-it territory. Punt is on its way. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Dropping back, it's Gibbs. Right on the money. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Looking downfield, and time is running short. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off.
Oh, the ball's out on the return. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. But it's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that will extend their lead even further. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Pittsburgh. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move-the-chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the Steel City.
And the Judicials will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Back to the ground game on the left. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38. The Panthers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get on.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
They'll give it to the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense, and that's a great start here in the second half. Like, coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
The sure hands, it's Isaac. There he goes! Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. Back to throw, it's Gibbs. Fires to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Throws to the back. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. They just keep firing. Throws to the wideout. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty.
Here we go.
The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Panthers.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Tulsa is in front. They've answered the bell today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by just 1 over Toledo. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. On the run, it's O'Neal. Got room at the 35. It's a running room. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Let's go.
They'll run play action. Got a man. It's Matthews. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Jukes his way for more. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Fullbacks are a dying breed, but when you see them, it just reminds you of the big old neck roll, just huge, stout fire plugs that you don't want to hit. But on short yardage situations, occasionally you give the big boy the ball. There is no juke button. There is no speed burst. It is all power down your throat, hitting you and falling forward and getting that first down.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis.
He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Judicial. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. And after that last score, this is just a two-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Gibbs. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Great place to start for this offense. Now on the option. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
You know, when you're handing off to your fullback, oftentimes these guys need some space to work so they can build up a head of steam and get the speed going, but that guy didn't have anywhere to go on that one.
A run for the quarterback. Oh, he's got some space.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Judicials trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Finds his big tight end. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. And they'll send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Boy, that field goal really could have helped the mental health, but it's still a 13-point game. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air, it's Gibbs. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Out of the backfield, he's open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the 3rd. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. This one's complete. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. The inside handoff. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Turning it on! Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers! And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They've been frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's O'Neal. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
It's caught downfield. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The give to the big fullback. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. The play action fake. And the throw out to the sideline. Good, just a few yards. If that running back wore a half-size bigger shoe, that's an incomplete pass, but he got a foot down.
He got it down. Nice body control, and you see so many running backs work with wide receivers now in practice because they're such good route runners, and you could tell the awareness was fully there near the sidelines to get that little toe in bounds, baby.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night.
And that was a big-time stop defensively. Being physical, creating a negative play on that last run. Now you're setting up third down. This is the critical time. You've got to find a way to get off the field. You're trailing late in the game. Give it back to your off.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Pitt will line up to punt it away. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Give to the fullback. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? And the judicials are in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw. Here's the pressure. And the third down pass is incomplete.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown there last.
Oh, he wants it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Makes the catch. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the game, and they move the sticks. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
22
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! And the beatdown has ensued. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. Started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the fourth quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
They'll go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Leaves it with the back. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Judicials can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. 2nd down coming up. Leaves it with the back. Running into the open space. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it. Got the first down and still on his feet. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Judicials getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the fourth quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. He's looking downfield to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
On 4th down, going to the air. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bump.